What's going on, trading and investing family? You already know who it is. James Strong, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best indicator when it comes to scalping. Now, you know what we do. We trade futures. Hey, in and out, through and through. But this can also be applied to the foreign exchange market. It's going to be applied to stocks. It's also going to be applied to options, right? It doesn't matter what you trade, but you know over here, we trade futures because it's the best thing you can trade and it's simple. Especially coming from the foreign exchange industry. You know, years ago when I switched over, yeah, I never looked back. So with that being said, man, let's cover a few housekeeping rules. Y'all know I do all these videos and I love giving value and I want to see y'all grow. I only ask a few things in exchange. Number one, share the video. Share the video on Facebook, text it to somebody, share it on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, man. But share the video so I can keep helping as many people as possible elevate. You know what I'm saying? Do not be stingy with the knowledge, all right? We want everybody to win, as many people as possible. Number two, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of them weird people watching all the videos, you ain't subscribed. That's just goofy. And number three, dude, comment. Like and comment on the video. I'm a real person. This is a real community. We having real conversation. Let me know. It don't got to be about the video. It can be. Let me know how you doing in your journey. Let me know what you're going through. Let me know what videos or what things you want to hear about, you want to learn about, especially if you new as well. You know, I have a wealth of knowledge I can share for you. So comment, let me know, man. Again, I'm a human, man. I'm not just some guy on the internet. I'm a real person looking to help people out. Now, let's go ahead and jump into it, man, and get started. All right. So first off, we want to cover the indicator, right? The first thing I would say that you should look at when you're getting a scalping would be an exponential moving average, aka EMA. EMA is going to be one of the most simple indicators you can use, right? It kind of helps you determine your directional bias when it comes to being in the market. You can look at the higher time frame and go down and look for certain opportunities where you're looking for buys or sales, or if you're looking for a little retracement to get a pullback. Now, what is an exponential moving average? Simply put, man, to put it in layman terms, this is nothing but price over time. It's a indicator that basically averages price over time. And so what you'll see here on my screen, the purple, the yellow, and the black line. Let me zoom in, but these are EMAs. Now, if you don't know how to get an EMA, all you guys should be using TradingView. If you're not, go get TradingView. If I remember, I'll put a link below, but it should be a link too in my futures trading essentials. So always remember, anything y'all need is literally in the essentials. And I'm also going to have trainings coming out as well too. So that's one more thing. Let me know what y'all need help with and I can make trainings for you guys. Again, I'm doing as much as I can to help people out, right? So these are exponential moving averages. What it does is average price over time, depending on, you know, open, close, high, or however you have it set. So if we click in on it, first of all, let me show you how to get it if you don't know how to get it. So if you don't know how to get it, you just go over here to indicators, click on it, and then you can search EMA. So you can search EMA and you'll see a bunch of them, right? Just find a developer, one you like, try them out. You might need to try one or two to find one. It's kind of like suits your style. A lot of times they'll have a bunch of extra stuff you don't need. Keep this stuff simple. That's one thing I preach, man. Simplicity makes money. You know, complexity loses money. Always remember that. And one of the reasons I'm profitable and I'm consistent is because I keep stuff super simple. That's why I like even my how to, not even just my how to spot liquidity videos, but even other videos like my 5-minute scalping strategy. People are commenting like it's the best video I've ever seen on liquidity. Some of them are in liquidity videos, but that's how I teach, you know, my students and people I help. It's super simple. I'm not here to overcomplicate it. I'm not here trying to sound smart. Like I went to grad school for finance. I have an undergrad in accounting, bro. I don't need to prove I'm smart, and degrees don't mean ish, truthfully about it. All that means you retain information, right? True intellect can't be measured, it's seen. So what these do is show you price now. So we're on a 1 hour on crude oil, okay? So if we go back, you can see, keeping this super simple. When price is below, right? When price is below the EMAs, it can be, I'm gonna show y'all my settings for mine, right? I have the 10, the 50, and the 144 EMA. Purple is 144, gold is 50, and then the tight one is close to it is a 10. they're all used for different things, and they'll change when you zoom in certain time frames. But we can keep this again super simple and we can cover in a short time span. Efficient, not short. I don't rush it. That's why the other video was like 40 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? But I had to give y'all some game. So the 144, the 50, the 10. When price is coming under, what it essentially is showing is, hey, look, over time, we are below a certain price, right? That's a good indicator and confirmation for you to look for potential sale opportunities if you see your entry model. So you can see, if we now zoom back out, look how many days the market was trending down on the higher time frame before closing above. So under the 144, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing is perfect. There's nothing that's going to be 100%. And if you think that, rethink how you think before you start to risk your real money. But if you're only looking for sales out of, I think I said 8 days, dude, you could find a good entry, let's say 4 to 8, and you ride it down, or maybe 2. Sometimes these indicators can help you hold trades, and you can have runners, right? So if you catch one on Monday, you might be like, okay, my overall bias, not just having the indicator, having more things as well, but you can combine them and have multiple confirmations and validations, and you say, all right, I think I want to hold this. It's a Monday. You know, I've checked my technical analysis. There's no fundamental analysis, no news that's looking like it's going to come out, no CPI reports, inflation, anything. You decide to hold that one, and then let's say the remainder of the week, you know you've already been holding, so you just take a quick fixed R or whatever. That's some serious money. So you can already see when you're looking at that, same thing, right? When it starts to change direction, come back, it'll retest. So retest this area of support, reject off of a few times, and then went up. So this also can show you a simplified way if you don't know how to do the manual version by looking at candlesticks of price action, or if it's just a little more difficult for you, or you prefer this can be a more automatic way you can look at changes of character as well. I still advise you to look at price action. Always learn that. It's like another language. It is challenging, but when you learn it, it will show you a lot, right? Because again, these are just tools. These are resources. You know, sometimes tools fail us. It just is what it is. Nothing's perfect, but it can definitely be an aid and help you out. And so you saw once it closed above it, like I said, it came back, retested this area, which is really coming towards support, and went back up. So once you see it crossing back up, you can look for now buy opportunities. So it's kind of a simplified way of doing that. Now, one more thing I want to show you. Now we'll go down to the lower time frame next. Another thing it kind of show you is when to avoid trading. So when the EMAs are kind of crossing through price, it's not really showing you like we can go back even further than this one. You see this, but also what you see again, right? You see price ranging down. I want to get in my notes and confuse y'all, because I got stuff over here all to the left. So you see price ranging down, still under the 144, under the 50, all that stuff, rejecting off the 50 EMA and selling hard. Now look how hard. I just want to zoom in on that too, because this stuff is doing math for you, right? Look how hard it rejected off of this. So now let's go to a smaller time frame. We'll go to the 5 minute. And this is specifically to where y'all should be if y'all looking to scalp. Now, actually, let me go back up. I'll draw a little line so we can keep track of where we're at. Because once you, where's my line at, yo? There you go. Once you move down to another time frame, your EMA is going to move. You feel me? So just know that. So like, I'm doing this to kind of keep track so we can see where we at. So the 144 is basically like right here. It ain't gonna be perfect. We just trying to mark it up. That's essentially showing us we're on that downtrend. Now let's go to the 5. That's just some clean downtrend, man. Crazy clean. So now that you're scalping, right? Now that you're looking for all you're doing is, simply put, man, when you know you're literally under that and you have your other confirmations, right? Look for a supply, look for support, look for a head and shoulders pattern. Whatever it is you do, right? Look for your fib retracement, however you trade. Look for your entry model up under the 144 EMA on the higher time frame to have your bias right. So like right here, if I'm only looking for sales and I see a nice little supply zone, that is a smooth little entry. I'm turn this magnet off. That's for my back testing and stuff. You can put it above the zone. Make this green for y'all. Make this red. Boom. You're only looking for sales. And this is what I was referring to. See, this is how this stuff starts to build up. You get in super tight because you're scalping. That's already a 3-to-1. But dude, if you like, yo, I know there's a high probability. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. Anybody, they lying if they saying that. But you can just hold this thing. Let it ride, man. It's free money. Like, go risk free. Boom. There's no more risk on the table. Take your risk off. It's free money now. Same thing. You do the same thing the next day. Looking. Maybe you see something, maybe you don't. Okay, this tapped at news on another supply zone. I don't really like that. Okay, we wait. We're patient. Boom. We see something at, between 10 and 11 o'clock. We get in another one. Now, because we're still holding our runner, right, from the day before, put it above the zone, we're going to be safe. And we take a fixed 3R. Now we got cash in our pocket. Boom. Scalped it real quick. Depending on now, this is more of a little intraday hold, but if you want to scalp, of course, just have your risk to reward lower. Get your little 1.5, whatever. Now you got money in your pocket, but you're still holding this move. Now, this is kind of advanced. I just showed y'all basically how to turn a scalp into like a swing or an intraday move, right? Where you can get that precision of a scalp, but get the money, like get the move and the points and the volume of a swing trade. And all you need to do is start, like, once it starts going back up, okay, now I'm not looking for buys, right? Because I know we're going down a higher time frame. Same thing. You wait. You be patient. Maybe you don't see nothing this day. Okay, cool. You go to Friday. Ooh, Friday popping, right? I see a nice another area came up, broke above London high, Asian high, all that stuff. Nice supply zone. Come in, make your money, put it above the zone. Get your little 1.5 or hold for that 3. Y'all know I like 3s. I don't like we do nothing less than 3. I will do it too if that money is looking right, but I prefer 3. And you just getting quick wins, man. And then you can go back up to the higher time frame, determine how long you want to hold this. But even if you say, all right, by the end of the week, I want all my money. Let's just say we did 3 because we don't like no little money, man. We want that money. We want to be able to cover our wins, multiple losses with a win. Let's just say you held it to this TP end of the week, no matter what, right? Either you were gonna close it or you held it to the support area, whatever you want to do, right? That's a 17 risk to reward by holding it, having patience, and not having fear of FOMO losing money. Now you gotta understand, sometimes you're gonna lose, but sometimes you're gonna win so big it can make your whole month. This is a type of strategy I had to adapt as well for myself. So just want to keep this short, man. I don't want it to be too long. Just want to go over that, man, show you the power of, using an EMA. One of the simplest indicators there are, but one of the best ones as well. A lot of people want to have all these RSIs and all these different things, and that's cool and they look good. But you don't need them. You don't even need EMAs. Truthfully, I don't trade with EMAs. I keep them on there because I ain't gonna lie, they just look cool. You know what I'm saying? But I don't use them at all. It is what it is. Like, can I use them? For sure. Do I advise using it at the beginning? For sure, I do. Definitely help you out. It'll definitely help you learn. And then once you keep getting seasoned, you may find, hey, you like them, or you may find, nah, I'd rather look at price action. So, hey man, if you got some value, man, again, smash the like button. Make sure you join the family. Talk to me. Holla at me, man. Share the video. Check out some more of the videos, man. I got more coming, man. And let me know some stuff y'all want to watch, man. Want me to make for y'all. Let me know some things y'all want me to make. Let me know some trainings y'all want me to do for y'all, some stuff y'all struggling with. Just let me know, man. Holla at me, man. So with that being said, man, y'all be blessed. Until next time, much love.